in Star Citizen, there's a lot of people you could be. You could be a pirate, a bounty hunter, a trader, mechanic, miner, whatever you want really. Sometimes you just want to go out on your own limb, and maybe you want to be your own man or woman. Or maybe for some reason, like this man and his goons, you think it's a good idea to exploit in-game mechanics for your own advances and also make it more miserable for everyone else. No matter who you want to be, I hope whoever it isn't one of these three. Now, I'm going to hold off from showing you the names as best I possibly can. I'm also maybe giving them too much credit from what they are due. This is a video, a short one, and that, about a group of people who decided it would be a great idea to hold down an armistice zone with their ships and a ballista. And when they couldn't pad ram an individual, like myself, they resorted to trying to run me over instead. This video is to bring to light this sort of activity, to shun it, and hopefully share with you why I think it's deplorable, but also a fantastic little thing is that we got our revenge in the end. So if you want to see that, stay tuned for a little bit more. Now, before this video goes any further, I will of course address the very fact that in the past I might have my own controversy, so to speak. I released a video where I went out of my way to kill someone inside of an armistice zone. But in my defense, this was a very different scenario compared to what I'm about to show you. For example, in my scenario, I was hunting someone who had previously tried to kill me. I was only seeking revenge, and the fact that he went into an armistice zone in a caterpillar full of laranite was frankly his own wrongdoing. In this scenario, you have people who are working as a team to hold down an armistice zone. No real problem with that, but the way they're going about it is definitely bad. Using the armistice zone as an escape net, using it to hop in and out of safety as they see fit, and also using the armistice zone violation to ram people, ships, and personnel on pads as they walk around or even drive around, which is basically against TOS. My problem with these guys here on screen is that they are using and abusing the game for their own gains. Whereas other people like myself, or maybe even you, when you go out and you hunt someone who runs into an armistice zone to escape, you only do what is necessary because the game mechanics don't allow you. This is the opposite of that, basically, and I really want to narrow that down and stress how important it is for me to express that I am aware of what people can and may do. I do not believe that everyone in an armistice zone should be safe, but these guys definitely took that abuse to a whole new level. But enough of that, let's move on to what we did to get our revenge. It's pretty simple that in a scenario like this, you might think of one or two ideas that probably are very similar. You attack the ground unit, the ballista, first. That's what we aim to do. We try to bait their flying hornets around and outside of the field of view of the ballista, and then come in with another ship nice and stealthy. But as it turned out, these guys were maybe just as dumb as I thought, and they left the door open on their brand new ballista. Of course, seeing the advantage, I snuck right on in, got in the driver's seat, and decided to take this little guy for a bit of a spin. Now, my original goal and my aim was to drive so fast, maybe bump into a rock, that he would fall over in the chair behind me. Unfortunately, I think his brain works slightly differently to ours, and he chose a different path.
He's fucking pissed. Yeah, because you were driving towards
Just ran him over as well. Nothing like a good bit of karma. And because I managed to run him over with a brand new ballista, we had ourselves a ballista full of missiles I didn't have to pay for. Unfortunately, his friend decided to break even and split at this point, but we didn't stop the hunt. No, we continued on the same server for the next couple of hours until we came across them again.
Keep going. More.
Using a rather ingenious method we had devised earlier and practiced against this unsuspecting bounty, basically involving the ballista and my own personal C2, we proved and tested its concept before taking it on to the bad guys mentioned earlier. They were in something a bit bigger, something that would require maybe a bit more effort. And I must stress, without my friend, Modify, and Highfire, I wouldn't have been able to do this. It's thanks to my friends when I'm streaming and you guys that maybe watch when I'm live over on twitch.tv/Steweymyster that help make these sort of things even possible and really, really fun. I'm sorry that there's no real communication from my end in these videos because at the moment, NVIDIA Shadowplay likes to glitch out my microphone. As you can hear, it works perfectly fine. But NVIDIA doesn't think so. I'm working to resolve that, but in the meantime, just enjoy what this ended up being and what I'd like to propose as the next level of ingenious gamer epicness that was the decision I made at the very end. That's definitely not a joke, kids. I'm amazing. Check it out. Because you know what they say, if you can't beat them, join them. They have to get in close. Yeah, fine. Everything you have. Yeah. Just wait until we get closer.
Aren't they on the other side of the...
No, yeah, they are. But we've got to be careful.
I also need you to angle up above them so I don't hit the ship.
That's fine, yeah. I'm going to try and get ourselves around the rocks. Don't fire unless you know you've got a clean shot. They're in between the rocks. Yeah. Yep, they're coming in.
Firing.
Alert. Flood crash close.
Yep, they're very scared. Fire more. As many as you can, man. As many as you can.
Attack.
We get ourselves back.
It's alright, it's alright. I'm retreating a little bit.
Let's do it, we're dead.
How? Oh. So yeah, it was pretty much at this point, with my friends having accidentally blown themselves up in my small little cargo bay, that I took things into my own hands. Please don't get mad at me for this. It was, as they say, the only way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this small little snippet, but most importantly, I want you guys to call out people that do play by their own rules. It's boring, it's unfun, there's no actual adventure. I must stress that I don't have a problem with people using ballistas or camping armistice zones. Just don't use the armistice zone dome like some sort of invisible barrier to protection. That's just lame. And also, don't pad ram, guys. Like, what's wrong with you? Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you in the next one.